Welcome back to Makes Me a Fan. I'm the Jag.
I'm Pete.
And today we are watching yet another, I don't know, from the vault, shall we call it?
We shall. It's your first foray into full TNA, for sure.
You're damn right. Now, the Jag is excited about watching TNA and anything Impact related because we said this before in a previous video, we would love to someday work for Impact. But that's neither here nor there. Tonight, the Jag and the Encyclopedia are watching a match. And Encyclopedia, would you please tell me and the people, because I don't know, what the heck it is that we're watching?
Absolutely, guys. So tonight, we're going to watch the main event from Turning Point.
Okay.
Now, it's going to be the 6 sides of steel. So we're talking about a cage match in the 6-sided ring.
Oh, snap, for real? Okay,
yeah.
All right.
So there's going to be a high spot that we will come back and now, normally we would see the high spot and then, you know, see the rest of the match. This is going to be towards the end of the match.
Okay.
So we'll pause somewhere in the middle, get your impression, and then we'll watch through the end and come back and get your impression. But this just happened 15 years ago, and you're going to go, holy S.
Now, I think I might know what we have in store for us because the Jag saw a gif of a certain man who looked a little bit like the Jag doing a move off the top of a cage in TNA. I don't want to spoil it for myself. Don't tell me if I'm right or wrong because the Jag wants to see it. But tell me who exactly is in this match.
Absolutely. So we have America's Most Wanted, which is Chris Harris and James Storm. So this is the very first tag team that really became like made from TNA.
Okay, cool.
These guys are TNA originals, and they were around for a long time until their breakup in like the late 2000s. And then it's also against Triple X, which is Elix Skipper and the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels.
Oh, we get another Christopher Daniels match. I love you for that.
Foreshadowing.
Now, who's that? Elix Skipper?
Elix Skipper.
I've heard that name before. Was he WWE?
He is no longer in the business, unfortunately. But he wrestled most of his career. He did have some WWE time. But he's mostly, and then he was at WCW. But he's mostly known for his TNA run.
Okay. Well, the name sounds familiar, so I'm guessing if you're going to show it to me, it's going to be a heck of a match.
It's this joins my top 5 of the decade.
Really, man? You have some experience.
I have two of my top 5 of the decade of the 2000s that we watched on the show. I mean, that just shows you how much I love 2000s wrestling.
You know what I take away from that Encyclopedia? First of all, I think you showed me another match that was in your top 5 or top 10. That was TNA. And now you're showing me yet another match that's in your top 5 or 10 that is also TNA. And one thing that both matches have in common is Mr. Christopher Daniels. If you don't know, now you know. The originator, none greater, Mr. Christopher Daniels, kicking ass and taking names. And now the Jag is excited. So we're going to watch this match and we will come back and talk about that high spot and we will tell you whatever the hell else pops into our head because we are prolific and gifted. This is the Encyclopedia. This is the Jag. And our co-star Jack's Pup is sitting on the floor, and we will see you in just a few minutes. All right, so far in this match, it looks like these guys freaking hate each other. These guys are beating the living daylights. Everybody's bleeding. Holy mother of pearl, Pete. What the hell am I watching?
Well, you're seeing the culmination of 17 months of hatred.
17 months is a long damn time to hate somebody.
So now, this kind of gives you a little bit of insight to go back to the asylum and go, what brought us to this point?
Yes.
And you're going to learn about Sports Entertainment Extreme and then how it eventually becomes Triple X. So, and you're going to find out who the 3 people in Triple X are because we only see 2 members of Triple X in this one.
Somebody's missing.
Oh, well, see, now you have to go back and watch.
And I am watching because the Jag signed up for Impact Plus. And no, we are not sponsored. However, we are passionate. So the Jag is watching
And I've watched the entire TNA Impact library. I did it from like 2017 into 2018. It was one of the greatest things I ever did.
This is why he's the Encyclopedia. Now, the Jag has just started my Impact journey. And I started way back in 2002 watching the first ever pay-per-view, which had an interesting debuting Mickey James in there. Not interesting. A midget wrestling match, which I've never ever seen in my life.
And you'll see a couple more of him throughout the stuff in the Asylum. It's great. So guys, if this is not a plug to watch Impact Plus and watch the Asylum years, I don't know what is.
Yeah, really. And we didn't even intend it that way. But watching this, knowing that there were 17 months of bad blood building up to this match.
And boy, they're bleeding everywhere.
They're bleeding everywhere. If you're following along, we just got to the part where, James Storm just got the key to unlock the handcuffs. They handcuffed this man to the ropes and beat the stuffing out of him inside the 6 sides of steel, inside a steel cage.
And they were following the rules until Chris Harris was all handcuffed, and then it kind of broke down.
Like Chris Harris is the one that was handcuffed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they were beating on Cowboy.
All right, Cowboy is James Storm, who's currently kicking butt and taking names in NWA. So look, it's all connected. This business is very I would use the word incestuous, but I don't know if that's appropriate. But there are, dogs and cats living together, people going from here and there and everywhere. Elix Skipper looks fantastic. I always like to see a brother in there doing some real boxing, kickboxing type moves. It looks like he has some educated feet, as JR used to say. And I'm enjoying it so far, and I think I've seen the high spot before. I think I've seen the holy crap moment, but it has not happened yet. But the Encyclopedia assures me that it's coming, and I will wait patiently for the big holy smokes moment. What do you think?
I'm excited for you to see your reaction for it. When I saw it, I jumped out of bed. I was like, this is insane.
Really? Okay. Keep in mind, people, we talk trash during this whole viewing, so I think we were literally just talking about how to bring you into the fold of the Jag and the Encyclopedia talking as we watch. So if you would like to see some content, what do we call it, Twitch?
Or watch along.
Watch along, yeah. Let us know in the comments. Hashtag let the Jag know, or even just go to the comments and say, we want to hear you watch these matches, or we want watch along, whatever. Because it's something that we are considering and we might want to bring to you. So
let us know.
Yeah, and this match is, how much more in the match?
Probably about 10 minutes.
Only 10 minutes left. All right, well, I'm getting ready.
It's a 21-minute match, so we kind of got stuck in the middle.
If you don't have Impact Plus, you better get it, and you better watch this match. And that's even before the holy crap moment, which we're about to go watch right now. So, Pete, anything else to say?
Let's see you guys after that moment.
All right. So we just finished the match, and holy mother of pearl. First of all, where has Impact been all my life? Okay.
Right?
Now, coming from me, the WWE guy and the Encyclopedia who knows all and has seen all, I thought the WWE was the top.
The zenith?
The zenith. The pinnacle of sports entertainment or professional wrestling, if you will. That match from 2004, which was still a pretty hot time in the WWE, was freaking competitive, if not better than most matches going on that time in the E, am I right?
Sure, so we're seeing like Stone Cold versus Booker T, stuff like that, that kind of stuff's happening in WWE.
Okay,
so like post-invasion stuff at the same time. So
well, this was amazing. Look, I'm gonna say it. I said it before. I'll say it again. When we did the Christopher Daniels AJ Styles Samoa Joe match, Christopher Daniels is one of the most prolific and gifted people walking the planet. This match was amazing. If you guys have not seen this match, you've probably seen the high spot that we were talking about, in which Elix Skipper climbs to the top of the cage and Spider-Man's his ass over to, which guy was it?
Chris Harris.
Chris Harris, and hits a Hurricane Rana off the top of the cage, which is 14, 15 feet up. And it wasn't like a baby kind of almost got your Hurricane Rana. No, it was a solid.
It full on looked like he got him. I mean, he had both, like you said, he had both legs on each of the shoulders respectively. It wasn't like, no, he got there.
Yeah, I mean, you see some weird head scissors takeovers. You see some close Hurricane Ranas. This was a full-blown freaking Frankensteiner looking Hurricane Rana. And it was amazing, but then it wasn't it. I thought that was it. That was not it, because then Christopher Daniels
have to bring a second helping.
Yes, he climbs himself, the fallen angel, all the way to the top of the cage and drops an elbow from the top of the cage, looking like Macho Man. But it was fantastic. I mean, look, I don't know if you've seen this match, but you need to see this match. And I know we talk about Impact and get Impact Plus and whatever it is, $7.99. It's freaking worth it. This match was amazing. Encyclopedia, you of course, once again, made me a fan. I don't know what the score is, but you're killing it. You're undefeated. I think you'll stay undefeated because you haven't shown me a bad one yet. However, this match is probably one of my favorites from all the ones you've shown me.
And so to dovetail off something you said while we were watching it is well, this is at the end of 2004. What do they do now that Triple X breaks up? Well, you already know what happens. Christopher Daniels wins the X Division title and then ends up dropping it at Unbreakable in 2005. That's the next show. So essentially, you asked, well, what does he do now? Well, he goes like on this amazing X Division run because you're like, well, you know, he can only ever be in a tag team. He can only ever be a tag team wrestler. And then he becomes the most prolific and gifted TNA X Division champion for over 6 months, and then ends up dropping that title back to Samoa Joe. And then maybe spoiler alert, Joe goes on a crazy monster run as well that's also totally worth watching.
Didn't he lose to AJ Styles in that match?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, bottom line, fan-freaking-tastic, great storytelling. These guys were bleeding all over the place. You would be hard-pressed to find a bloodier match. This was a serious...
3 out of the 4 guys bled.
Yeah, I mean, blood feud, yes, blood feud. Crimson Mask, I mean, busted open the hard way, Chris Daniels bleeding like, I mean... Insanity, highly recommended. The Encyclopedia is
highly recommended.
15-0, and I don't know what else. 7, whatever. This was fantastic, and this makes me want to shake Christopher Daniels' hand that much more. So, Mr. Daniels, when I see you, and the Jag will see you, you're getting a handshake, a high five, and possibly a hug because that was fan-freaking-tastic. So, anything else?
No, I was going to see what we're talking about tomorrow.
Ooh, tomorrow is it a ladder match?
Yeah, it's Ladder Wars. We're gonna watch a Ladder Wars match.
Ladder Wars. What is that?
From Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor. I've never in my life watched a Ring of Honor match. This is the God's honest truth. The Jag.
And it's also at the it's also in the Manhattan Center. So it's one of the most iconic, very iconic ECW building, Ring of Honor building.
Oh, for sure. All right. Well, the Jag is going to check it out because I am willing to see any and all wrestling that the Encyclopedia brings to my plate. So this was a win for you today. Congratulations, sir. This is a win for you if you watched it, and if you haven't watched it, take your monkey ass to Impact Plus and watch this match because it is that damn entertaining. I personally am watching every single Impact pay-per-view from the beginning to the end so that I understand exactly who I'm working for, because the Jag wants to work for Impact, so does the Encyclopedia. But that's it for today, I think. Is there anything else?
I think we need to tell them where they find us on social media.
Oh, wait. Are we talking about Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter?
Yeah,
You can find us at Make Me a Fan 316, and if they want to see more videos, Pete, what should they do?
They should use that boom, bionic elbow on the subscribe button right down here.
Yeah.
Somewhere over here. And then you also want to ring the bell so that you get notifications. But I'm going to spoiler alert, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, every day, new content. Sorry guys, spoiler alert, you're getting content from us every day.
Yep, and that's how we roll over here at Make Me a Fan. So I think you got to watch this match. The Encyclopedia said it, and we will say even more tomorrow with Ladder Wars.
Ladder Wars, we're going to see Kevin Steen versus El Generico in Ladder Wars.
All right, Kevin Owens in a ladder match? Kevin Steen in a ladder match? See you suckers tomorrow.
Bye.